Hey everybody, welcome back to another fantastic Kahtide online stream with me, Kahtide. Hope you're doing well out there, wherever and whenever you are on this fabulous Thursday, February 19th, 2026. We're playing more Starsector. I took a little break yesterday with a bit of VR, but we're going to go back and hit the void today, so I'm excited to jump back in and see what's happening. So let me get it loaded up, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and where you can find my information. You can catch me here on twitch.tv/Kahtide on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also check me out on YouTube for VODs and videos. You can also catch me on a number of social media sites. You can see me there on, where is it? Let's see, Tumblr, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Instagram, some Discord as well. And I have my own website for my video game projects, salvedevelopment.com. So go check it out. salvedevelopment.com is the place to be. And yeah, we're playing some Starsector. Hold on. Wrong screen. That's the screen. We're playing some Starsector, folks. Let me get us up and running here. There it is. Beautiful. We've been playing through some of the campaign or whatever it is really. There's a story. There's an arc. There's an arc, folks. There's an arc. And, you know, I don't know how much longer we'll play through it, because it is very open-ended, but I feel like we can keep going a little bit longer, especially since the Void is coming up. There's a quest out there in the middle of nowhere, and I'm ready to check it out. Plus, we have to go and save that researcher, right? We have to see our way through this. So let's make it happen, Captain. We're going to continue. Yes, okay. So let's see where we are and where we're going. Actually, don't remember. Where does it say? Delta's Way. What's our quest that we're doing? We have a number of quests. Let's see. Oh, okay. We're gonna do the close ones first. Okay. We have a bunch of close ones here. So we're gonna get some more money. We're going to get some more supplies, and then we're gonna go jump through. I think we want to do the Void quest today. That's what we want to do. Because I know for a fact there's a really good prize at the end there. If we play our cards right. Okay, so we are here. I don't really remember what I'm doing here. Let me see. Derelict artifact recovery. Recovered the domain era forge component from a derelict ship. Okay, so we're hunting for ships. We'll do a sensor burst, see what we can find. We can also... Doesn't look like there's anybody here that's claimed this area. These are just barren worlds. We could probably set up like a sensor array to see if we can find some... to help with finding things. Since there's a lot of space to cover here. All right, we've arrived. We will make a sensor array. Yeah, we have all of the supplies we need to make this. Hopefully that'll get us on course. We can also maybe do a couple quick surveys while we're out here. Yeah, we have enough supplies to do it. Okay. And a quick scan while we're here too, because it looks like it has a magnetic field. Okay. We'll go to the next system and we'll scan along the way. Oh, hang on. Who are you? Uh-oh. Pirate Raiders. What? Okay. Let's open a comm link. Surrender your goods. Yeah, of course. Of course. Oh my god. I don't know if we have a good fleet for this, but we could try. Some of them don't have a lot of combat readiness. How many points do I have? I have 2 story points. Let's try. We're not very far in. Let's try. Let's give it a shot. We're going all in, except for the one that's damaged. Hopefully we'll have good odds here. I don't know. We're moving in. They don't seem to be approaching yet. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay. Now we're talking. Half you go for them. The other half will go for them. All right, we're in. We're in like Sid. And if we can pick them off fast, then that'll give us the upper hand here. I'm not seeing shit. Oh, they're all up here. Interesting. All right, we're going. We're going in. I need to cover them, so I'm going to try and get them cover their flank here. Okay, we're doing okay so far. Doing okay. How's the battle going here? That guy's almost gone, so I'm gonna try and split some of these this way. Oh, they're going in the wrong direction. They're gonna get. They need to go this way. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we need them to go over here and kind of get in between these guys here. And then this thing's almost gone. I think we can have more of these guys peel off. We'll do these two. Send them up here. Okay, come on, baby. Are we looking? It's not great out there. I'm hoping this works. I mean, it seems to be doing. We seem to be doing okay. I can't tell though. One of our ships just got disabled. Oh, one of ours just got disabled again. Oh, spicy stew pot is gone. Okay, that's what they called their ship. Interesting. The spicy stew pot. Not great though. I don't think this is good. This is a winnable battle though. Not without huge casualties. I think let's go back and see if we can just try and avoid them. Let's do that. I prefer that, to tell you the truth. We'll just quick save when we get there. We're going to do our best to avoid combat right now. It's just not worth it. It seems like every time you get into combat, it just fucks you up. All right, let's try this again. Save. We'll set up our sensor array. All right, sensor array built. We'll, of course, do our surveys and everything. Do our scans. Cool. All right. Quick save there. And we'll just keep moving around. I have a sneaking suspicion they're just kind of hovering around here. So we'll try and go up this way instead. I don't see him, but then again, there are pirates. They might maybe sneaking around. Okay. We'll hit this planet. Delta Zwan 2. We'll see if we can spot anything. Okay. Nothing special there. Another quick save. Now, take us to the last planet. This is where I think we'll probably get into some minor trouble, perhaps. Oh, I think I see it. Hold on. First, a survey. Abundant rare ore deposits. Wonderful. This way. That's the thing. That's the ticket. Uh-oh. We need to get this in a hurry. Okay. As you approach the derelict, your sensors offers points out signs that you're not the first to visit. Outgassing debris around the target's hull match the profile of a recent salvage operation. More like a smash and grab, growls your ops chief. Whoever got here first was not a professional. We've read this text before. And yes, we've had this. We've seen this before too. The pirate, he's willing to work with you and join your crew. I'll give him a chance. Okay, and we're gonna get the. Oh, hang on. I want the. Nope. 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 Shit. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna slip out of there. We're gonna slip out of there, nice and easy. Like we're not gonna fucking do this. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm a-okay. I'm going to quickly grab this thing. We're gonna get the hell out of here. Okay. Boop boop boop. Take the guy. Boom. Take the ship. Oh, we can't take the ship. Hold on. Emergency power. Eat ass. Damn it! God fucking damn it. Are you kidding me? No, I'm gonna give it another try. We have to fucking get this. I don't want to fight them. I just want to deal with this and be done. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna do our scan. Do our survey. Yep. Quickly do that. Leave. Go dark. Okay, we're gonna go dark. Sensor profile's a lot smaller, which is good. We're gonna slip in really quiet, like. Beautiful. Okay. We'll take him. We'll grab our ship. We'll salvage. I want the pods, please. I want the stuff in the cargo pods. Thank you. Okay, good. Now, we very quietly slip away. Okay, and much better. And we're out. Beautiful. No pirate problem this time. Is that the quest? I think that was the quest, yeah. Look at them. Look at them. They're trying to get us. Dummies. Look at those dummies. Let's go. Nailed it. Okay. Next quest. At Hero. Science Team Transport. Oh boy, there's a big pile over there. What is going on over there? Uh-oh. It looks like they're perhaps fighting. I want to see what's up. What is that? What is that pile of stuff? Where did it go? Where's the stuff pile? I don't see anything anymore. Well, that was weird. All right, we're in. And we're heading to Grisius. But we're going to check out these structures first. I think we want to hack them for our team. Claim the array. Yes, I will claim the array And we will also overload the array to emit a neutrino burst, uncovering nearby slipstreams. The array can be overloaded to emit a neutrino burst directly into hyperspace, providing valuable topographical readings and detecting slipstreams within 15 light years. Yes, please. Boom. We've detected many a thing. Okay, back on the road. Karma! Hello, Karma. You want to know something stupid? I actually forgot about your stream. Oh, it's okay. I don't expect you to have it memorized or anything, but I appreciate you being concerned about that. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well out there. All right. We get some salvage. Let's see what's in there. Hello. Expanded deck crew, pirate blueprint package, and a Phantom class phase transport. That's high tech. An advanced troop transport employing phase stealth technology. This design was put to effective use by Tritachyon Black Ops during the Second AI War. Phantom should avoid ship-to-ship combat, as integrated armor and weaponry are only rated effective versus light ground targets. Now that's something. I'll take it. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I already have all of these blueprints. That's so funny. All right, well we can sell them now. They're 15,000 for this package. That's great. That's awesome. Holy shit. Sometimes you just run into shit. Like probably that pile over there too. There's a lot of shit there. Let's see. And something over there too. The nav buoy is over there. All right, let's see. A derelict Colossus class heavy freighter drifting through space. Let's while making a preliminary assessment, your salvage crews find a single occupied sleeper pod, still running on backup power. The thawing process completes, and the pod opens. It contains an experienced officer who joins you out of gratitude for being rescued. Awesome, another officer. That's cool. Let's see if we can save it. Oh my god, this thing is a wreck. Graded drive field, compromised storage, and erratic fuel injectors. It's definitely getting salvaged. But it's got a bunch of ore. I'll take it. And let's go check out this pile over here. Before we do that, I wanna allocate my new officer. Second Weezin. Second Weezin. Holy shit. This guy's got incredible skills. This guy's like probably one of the most skilled people in the whole fleet. Holy shit. He's got more skills than I do. That's insane. We're gonna put him on one of the best ships. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sordier needs to catch up. Although it looks like we have a level up available. I forget how to do that. Oh, not yet. No. Oh, watch stream reached. Karma Chimera is currently on a 5-stream streak. That's awesome. Good job. Like, maybe you don't look at your Discord server, but I wrote a lot of stuff there like an hour ago and then forgot about the stream. Like, I started an involved activity on purpose. That's so funny. I haven't been on there yet today. That's probably why I missed it. That's so funny. I need to be more on top of it. I won't lie. I won't lie. But I will look into that. I will definitely read it once I'm done here. Oh no, 5 heavy machinery and 1 crew lost. That's terrible. Okay, I want to check this nav buoy first. Oh, did I miss this? I think I missed the pods. I keep doing that. All right, let me take those. There we go. That's how that works. All right, we're going to claim the buoy. All right, your crews quickly complete an assessment of the structure. Replacing several common burndown components seems to bring the buoy back to operational status. All right. Oh, dang, yeah, that's a level 7 officer. Those are extremely rare. You cannot train them, only find them, and there's a limit of 4 found in an entire campaign. Wow, well, that's awesome. We got really lucky there, didn't we? I'm not going to sell him this time. Not that I think you can. That's funny. You order a scan of the coordinates provided by Academician Sebastian. No stable power sources detected. Comms attempts to transmit the coded greeting provided in Academician Sebastian's mission package, but there is no transponder response. You order an active sweep of the surface. This is a less subtle approach, which can reveal search targets to nearby ships, but you deem this an acceptable risk. In moments, your sensor officer reports, located the outpost. It doesn't look good, Captain. The outpost is completely abandoned for no reason you can ascertain. You send an observation drone to do a first sweep, then a hazardous ops salvage team. All find the outpost is pristine, eerily silent. All data cores have been triple wiped. A meal remains uneaten on the common mess table. The research team you've transported refused to shuttle down, and after some consternation, they agreed to take full responsibility for the decision. You order the salvage team quarantine until their techs give them the all clear. There is nothing to do but return the disheartened researchers to the Glacier Academy along with the data you collected on the outpost site. Interesting. Well, we can do a quick survey while we're here. There's ruins! Oh my god, please tell me there's something good in there. Oh my god, I had a good hunch about this one. Oh, and there's a ship. There's a ship in this hangar bay. That's so wild, but it's all busted up. Alright. Salvage crews report a ship in a sealed hangar bay. Well, I guess we could take it for now. It's just a combat freighter, though. I mean, I don't know if it's worth. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? We can always sell it later. Hey, Gazer SRM pod blueprint, an alpha core, and 2 gamma cores. Wow, an alpha-level AI core is capable of excelling at any task. Assigning one to run a colony-wide industry brings benefits well beyond the capacity of human leadership, and there are even rumors of alpha cores surreptitiously assigned to govern entire worlds. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. And we got a skill point and a story point. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. We're going to save... we're going to call this Alpha Core. Alpha Core. Mules aren't bad. How are you for cargo ships? I mean, I've got a few. I have a lot of, like, small freighters, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got, like, a lot of these little freighters. So, I mean, I can store... 2783. I don't know if that's high or not, but it seems high. All right. Time to get one more skill point. And I think I'm going to level it. I'm going to balance it out. I want to start with 1 point on everything, I think. There we go. Are you going to do any combat this stream? I mean, I did a little bit just a moment ago, and I was having a hard time with it. We were fighting pirates. It didn't go well. So I'm going to try and avoid fighting a little bit more, if I can help it. I'm going to try and mostly... what I'm going to do is get to the Void and do that Void mission and get that really big ship, because I know there's a really big, nice ship out there. I want that. I want that ship. All right, let's finish checking this out, and then we'll go make our deliveries. It's 50 for this one. Probably not this one. Let me see what else we have on our docket here. We have another mission here for that derelict artifact recovery. Do we have enough fuel? We do not have enough fuel, so we should probably get back out of here. So yeah, you know what? Fine. We'll do the quick surveys here, and then we'll head back. I mean, that is definitely a combat mission. Yeah, but I remember skipping it, so maybe I could just skip it. More ruins! Oh my god, maybe there's more cool shit. Please. Cargo manifest found by the salvage crew sent to the surface indicates the presence of a quantity of transplutonic ore, likely to be found if proper salvage operations are conducted. Please, give me the ore. Hot mama, and there's some goodies in there too. Ballistic rangefinder mod spec and an Afflictor class phase frigate blueprint. My god, a dangerous and swift phase frigate with weapons loadout that is powerful enough to bring down much heavier ships. The Afflictor possesses a device which exploits a unique modification of its integrated phase coil array to project a field of anonymously amplified entropy. This affects a devastating increase in destructive instability in delicate or finely tuned systems when the targeted vessel experiences chaotic high-energy events, i.e. combat damage. everything that can possibly go wrong does. That's cool. That's cool. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. We need to research. We need to research. We need to study. We need to memorize this information and store it in our data banks. Okay. Okay. No other planets in the system, so why don't we get the hell out of here? Are there any more spots for us to set up a thing? There's a sensor array. I guess we could claim... I mean, we already claimed that. Oh, hang on. There's something over here. Let's, it's a derelict ship. It's a Cerberus-class combat freighter. I just want to see how it looks. It only has a compromised hull. But I'll salvage it, I think, in this case. Alright. Now, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get back... Let's get back over here. Yeah. Okay. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll head back to some populated systems. We'll make a sail, and then we'll swing right back, I think. We'll swing right back. We get to learn more about alpha cores here. The alpha core, level AI core is the physical soul of a fearsome alien intelligence. An alpha can create art which perfectly simulates human pathos, plausibly debate any philosophical position, and form what appears to be a deep and meaningful bonds with human beings. Alphas have been known to perform elaborate jokes built over years, which can only be appreciated due to the intention that a particular human subject became cognitive of the whole at a specific time and context. Although the locus of vast material and intellectual investment, alphas terrified domain strategic planners. Like all AI, each alpha was watched, controlled, and ruthlessly eliminated at the first sign of disloyalty. The hegemony carries on these policies with even greater furor. 150,000 for one of those, by the way. That's a crazy price. I know what's going into my my colony later. We're going to plug the core in and see what happens. Okay, where the fuck is the tag for inhabited systems? Why can't I see shit? Oh, is it because it's on Intel? Hold on. There we go. Now I can see it. Let's go to tile. We should be able to make it. Yep, just barely, actually. We'll just barely make it. No biggie. No big deal. Uh-oh. Who the fuck is that? 2 ships. Alright, we're on the road again. Man, we found some good stuff. We found some good stuff, I'm not gonna lie. We found some great stuff. Oh, shit. I forgot to slow down. Shit, I hit it too soon. Or too late, I should say. Just a bit longer. Uh-oh. Are we actually going to be out of fuel this time? Oh, no. Hold on. Shit. Is there anything that's closer? No? I don't think so. I don't think so. Uh-oh. Did you turn off game sound or is it just turned way down? Did it? Oh, is my shit not working? Hold on. Oh, God. I think it turned off. Hold on. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, I don't know. It's set for default, but it didn't default to anything correctly. It should be going now. Sorry about that. Fuck. Maybe if we run into someone, we can buy fuel. We're lucky. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Hold on. We're almost there. Wait. We're there. We did it! We made it! We actually made it just in time! Holy shit! We are right next to the Luddic Church, sadly, but hey, we'll deal. We'll deal. Okay. You can hear it now. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I forgot to turn my transponder on. Here you go. Sorry. Okay. Watch you transmit the scan results. No contraband or suspicious cargo found. Thank goodness. They're not very good at finding suspicious contraband. Considering I have a ton of it on me right now. Okay. We can join the pilgrims visiting the Luddic Shrine. Let's do that. You orbiting to the surface of Gilead is strictly overseen by the Knights of Lud. Your shuttle must queue behind a flotilla of lumbering transports and haulers filled with approved industrial goods. This provides you with time to contemplate the face of Gilead. Its continents, once fringed only by alien algae equivalents, were seeded with Earth life by a far-roving spore ship of the second wave of human expansion. The Eridani Utopia Terraforming Megacorp followed, and its vast machines stabilized the climate and ecological processes. Lud came then, pulled down the machines, and the believers who followed maintained the world as a garden wilderness of astounding richness. Truly, it is a gem of the Persean sector. Some people turn off the music, and my speakers are crap, so I wasn't sure. Okay. Let's see, we have permission to descend. The landing bay, one of a score or so allocated to outsiders, is packed with parties of Luddic pilgrims, dressed in traditional handweave, led by robed attendants. One such stony-faced attendant meets your shuttle on the pad, and, wasting no time, firmly but politely inquires about your business here. I am asking about the shrine. The attendant dutifully explains that the shrine commemorates the holy site where Lud first stepped onto Gilead and was brought prostrate to the shock of non-believers to kiss the earth itself, so overcome was Lud by the rapturous touch of divinity. Lud's influence spread by its own evident virtue, the attendant explains, and the industrial terraforming machines were brought down, and flowers bloomed in the rubble. There is no mention of strikes, global storms, sabotage, apocalyptic flooding, and heat waves, or corporate terror squads in this narrative. Nor does the attendant mention that, technically, an entire planet owned by the Eridani Utopia Terraforming Megacorporation was illegally occupied by a radical cult. Rather, the unbelievers wept as Lud revealed their sins and told them forgiveness was within reach on this garden world. It's an appealing morality tale delivered earnestly. Let's go to the shrine. The attendant nods, explaining that you must leave your guards behind because this is a place of peace, and all are equal on the pilgrim's path. The request is an implied request for keeping up appearances. A couple of your guards, unarmed and trained for situations requiring this degree of subtlety, attend to your safety as per matter of course. You note other unusually small parties of pilgrims, plainly but clearly wealthy by their cut and carriage, led by their own shrine attendants and accompanied by unusually muscled, distant cousins. Nonetheless, the crowds filing out of the transport complex on a wide highway of beaten earth and cobble are enormous. Those that cannot walk are carried. No powered transport is provided. We'll walk the path. The path of the pilgrims leads up a slope covered in trees more enormous than any you've seen before. Though small in scale compared to the celestial phenomenon that is your daily bread, their living architecture forms a natural cathedral. Dispassionate Knights of Lud watch as attendants shuttle you through a cordon path in an arc through a final grove of mighty sequoia analogues atop the promontory at the terminus of the ridge. It is a temple, struts and spars intertwined with the trees. Golden sunlight filters through heavy branches, and as the breeze lifts a whispering chorus of foliage, you catch an earthy scent over the mass of humanity surrounding you. We approach the ruins. You have only a brief moment before the high altar of living wood. Small tokens and offerings are piled high amongst low, cheap candles. Boom. And in a moment it passes. It is hot, and you are in a large and sweaty crowd full of pilgrims, all wrapped up away from you, lost in their own worship. The attendants do their best to herd the masses along the main pathway. You must push through groups, calling and crying and singing and praying. Sweet. You return to the shaded halls of the transport complex. You notice a young novice watching you. As you accidentally meet their eyes, their smile widens. Target acquired. They approach, keen on proselytization to a spacer captain. These enthusiastic missionaries are a common enough affliction of space docks, so you are not unprepared. As they first draw breath to speak, you seize the initiative and say, There's a lot of fun answers here. Should I be a dick or should I be a nice person? I always feel like it's more fun to be a bit of a jerk. I'm a strong supporter of AI rights. This stops the novice short with a look just this side of panic. It is as if hearing you blaspheme so might sully their own faith. You notice their hands unconsciously motion a sign of contrition. That is not, pardon me, I meant to say, blessed are the ignorant, so Lud said, that they might be led on their first steps towards the path of righteousness. And I believe that, truly, the novice stammers. You see movement now, from the candle-lit alcove behind the novice. Uh-oh. As if on cue, or perhaps they were hovering nearby the whole time, the curate of the shrine steps up to you and the novice. Ah, the blessed faith of the young. The curate dismisses the novice with a nod. Forthright, and I'm afraid tactless. My name is Miranda Phobos, and I'm entrusted with the care of the shrine. I felt called to personally welcome you, Captain. Thank you, it's very nice. Perhaps your interest here is purely secular? The curate smiles a little, then says, You have my welcome whether you come with faith or not. It is my calling to serve the pilgrims who come here. A pause, then, and also those who are not pilgrims. She looks expectantly to you, her silence asking which one you are, pilgrim or not. Tell me about this place. She clears her throat, then gives a practice speech. Taken together, these shrines form the pilgrim's path. It is not merely a linear path through space, though, of course, she takes a patient tone. In secular use, the name has been given to the major shipping lanes between the church and hegemony-controlled volumes. The curate continues. The pilgrim's path is a spiritual journey unique to each individual as they explore and discover their faith through our shared teachings, the holy word gifted to us by the Creator who touched the prophet Lud. The faithful are encouraged to make a pilgrimage at least once in their life, if they are able. One could make a few credits transporting pilgrims. How many shrines are there? Iliad, Jangala, Hesperus, a handful, she says with a pause, eyes searching. Some have been lost over the years. Opus, of course, and others sanctified anew. There is Beholder Station orbiting Kumari Aru, though militant elements frequent there, and Volturn, though the present authorities are fickle about access. There was, or possibly is, a shrine on Killa. It is a dangerous place, however, to say nothing of the system's infestation of pirates. Okay. I would love to visit the shrines. Might you indeed, the curate says with a small smile. Even to a secular visitor, they represent wonders both beautiful and terrible of human and natural aspects of creation. Some unbelievers, I am told, have inadvertently found their faith while walking the pilgrim's path. She shrugs coyly. Providence works in ways most mysterious. Here, Captain, let me upload to you the coordinates for all of the known shrines of the pilgrim's path. She fumbles with a battered off-brand datapad, clearly uncomfortable with its use. Show her how to do it. After a moment, you point out the correct sequence of commands for transferring the nav data. Cool. My thanks, she says humbly. Okay. I'm sure this will be interesting, Curate. Curate Curate Sakrari, Miranda Phobos, nods an acknowledgement as you take the first step on whatever path you might follow. Cool. The flight in your return shuttle is uneventful, yet you are keenly aware of the thin envelope of technology protecting you from the ravages of vacuum and radiation. Interesting stuff, y'all. Interesting stuff. Well, let's get those repairs in. Let's let's do a little refit, I think. Let's see. So we've got the Monitor class, Escort Frigate. It looks very silly looking. Then we have this Mule class combat freighter. Are you interested in trying to improve your loadouts? I mean, yes, I am. I want to be strong. I want to be strong. But I've already auto done all of these guys with everything I had already. So I don't know how much better I can really improve it unless we're gonna really tinker with it. Let's see. This one's got a flux shunt. Oh, let's set it up with whatever we have so far. There. That'll do it for now. So some heavy armor and a flux distributor, as well as some extended engines. We'll call this the like and subscribe. Yeah, you really didn't have much. If you don't have a large weapon stockpile, you really need to be a bit pickier. Well, I mean, I don't really have a large weapon stockpile, unfortunately. I'm working on it. It's still early game. Still early game. Unless I want to go on a shopping spree or something like that. Not enough guns. Refresh the auto fits as you get more guns. Yep, that's my plan. I'm gonna probably do that. For now, I'll take what I can get. Anyway, let's get our sales in. Let's see. We need fuel, obviously. That's priority number 1. Buy all of that. We'll sell all of the all of this data here, the survey data. What kind of torpedo launchers do they have here? They've got, let's see, they've got hellbore cannons, jackhammers, heavy mortars, annihilators, LRM launchers, and then just some light stuff. I'm going to sell this ore while I'm here. And I think that'll probably do for now. Oh, I can sell this blueprint package as well. That should do the trick. I mean, I can just pick up everything. You can get the jackhammers and that's your recommendation? Alright. We'll pick those up then. They have some perditions as well. But I think that's that. Wait, did I get the right thing? No, I got the hellbores. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'll take all of them. I have enough money. No, I got it. I figured it out. I got it. I grabbed the wrong thing on accident. Okay. Do a little save there. And let's go get some more fuel from Etile. Or we could probably get it from Asher. Let's go to Asher. You mean the whole stack, the found amount 2 of them? Well, I mean, that's fine. I don't have a lot of weapons. I was gonna probably just swing back, and I think I still have another mission to deliver. I have at least one to deliver. So I could just go back and drop those off, you know. I can afford it. I got 600, like, I'm just under 600,000 credits. I can afford it. We'll mount him. We'll mount him onto the Falcon. 4 jackhammers on a Falcon is definitely a thing, but it's a very silly thing. Yeah, that does sound pretty silly. It's pretty silly. Let's see if they have what they have here first. We can at least get most of the fuel we need. I'm gonna get like probably a little bit more crew. Have a little extra on hand. I feel like we're gonna go get a nice big ship here in a little bit. And I guess we'll get a nice big pile of supplies. How about that? Cool. I'll take it. And we'll do our refit. The auto fit, what does it give us? 2 annihilator pods and 2 jackhammers. Okay. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Look, let's see. See? 2 jackhammers, 2 annihilators, and 2 swarmers. That ain't too bad. I can fucks with that. I can fucks with that. Let's set him up. Let's set him up. You're in Luddic territory, so you're going to find a lot of dumbfire torpedoes and very heavy primitive ballistics. I was figuring that because I remember reading that. It's called Lud's Hammer for a reason, right? Okay. I think we're ready to go. Let's get the hell out of here and get back on our mission. So we can go to Hera. Find the experimental package, then swing back over here, do the derelict artifact recovery. It's already gonna be 516, probably another 200, so probably about 700, and probably 800 altogether for this trip here. Hopefully we'll have just enough to make it back. Okay. I'm gonna save here. Do a big save. Next phase. Make it happen, Captain. Alrighty. Well, we got a few more ships. We have at least 2 more. I think we'll be okay. Yeah! We improved by 1, so we're no longer at -1. Or -2, I should say. We're at -1. To be clear, low-tech is not worse than high-tech in Starsector, but has a different design philosophy and supports a different playstyle. I'm assuming it's more like low-tech is, you know, hit hard, hit simply, you know, to big armor, whereas high-tech is probably like, ooh, we're going to hit you with some fancy effects and shit, you know, more energy weapons. The jackhammer doesn't have a lot of staying power, but your Falcon will be a serious threat now, at least. Okay, I'll take it. I want to be a threat. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Gonna turn that off. Whoops. Bonk. What the hell's going on there? Why are you orbiting me like this? What is going on? What a weird situation. He's just sticking right behind my ass like this. Look. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is that? Is he gonna follow me all the way here to the planet? It's so weird. Alright, we're here. I'm gonna quickly save. That's a fleet. That's another fleet. We're gonna claim the relay. I am going to avoid them for now. But we found a water world. Look at that. It's already fully surveyed, though. Oh, I have full survey. Oh, I think I found this before. Okay, I remember finding some special information. You have full survey data for this planet. Ruined cities can be found across the surface of Eris, spilling from their broken hearts, pitted roadways, and crumbling mag rail lines to the skeletons of factories, aquaponics domes, and comms towers. While long-term exploitation of the resources in these ruins requires a colony, the salvage team can conduct a search for anything of immediate value. Looks like they have the presence of a quantity of luxury goods. I will absolutely take all of those. What do we got? Another core, a ton of luxury goods. The elite of any world of the sector desire precious things, rare and well made by actual human artisans. We also got an integrated targeting unit. That's awesome. I'll take that. And this is probably a great colony site, but we're not going to make a colony anytime soon. We're not gonna be working on that right now. All right, that's awesome. Let's go to the next one. Actually, let's swing down this way, hit that sensor array first. And then we'll swing back up here and see what the hell's going on over there. Or maybe we should just go right back there and see what's going on. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I want to see what's up before we get too far away. Who are you? They're running for our fleet. They're scavengers. What do they want? Okay. There's a ship here. A heavy experimental frigate. And we could salvage it, apparently. I'll take it. Low tech is about sustained firepower, long-range guns, and better mid-term defenses. Armor ablates and doesn't regenerate, and heavy explosives go through it, but against most damage, the damage reduction is far superior, allowing low tech to stand and fight. That's what I'm thinking. I was kind of picturing. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Scavengers who have turned pirate. That makes sense. Well, we'll leave them a B, because I don't really need to go and fight them, necessarily. I'm more than happy to press on. I have a mission to accomplish, after all. Something more important. And there's a derelict ship here. Wonderful. Pirate line fleet with an independent fleet composition. I see. This one could also be recovered. Let's see. Degraded dry field and compromised storage. It's a transport, which isn't great, but you know what? It's fine. We'll recover that too. You can always sell it later. What do we got here? No atmosphere. I don't think it's worth it. Barren bombarded world. I'll check the bombarded world. I have a feeling the bombarded world is probably going to be more likely to have something cool on it. There's another thing here. Sorry, I'm going to divert really fast. A debris field. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. We could always, well, we pretty much got all the supplies we need for a quick survey, so we'll do it really fast. Why not? Plus, we're getting other scans. There's something near the sun. And there's something down here, too. There's a lot of shit around here. Hey, there's ruins here, too! Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Man, I'm getting so lucky with these. High scatter amplifier. Beam weapons deal 10% more damage and deal hard flux damage. That's cool. Okay, there's definitely something down here, though. Yeah, that right there. Is that the fleet that we were... Yep, that's the scavenger fleet. Okay, and there's more shit down here. Oh my god. There's a ton of shit down here. Oh my god, there's a ton of ships! Holy shit! Oh my god. There's a ton of ships down here. These are... I'll take them. I'm gonna take them. Holy cow. Thank you for leading me here, friend. This one's got recreational drugs on it. 30 recreational drugs. Cool. What a steal. Literally. This one's got a data core with some topography on it. We're getting a ton of fuel, too. A sleeper pod. And another fucking officer at level 5. Oh my god. We are lucking. I mean, I am playing on easy. Maybe that's why I'm getting so lucky here. Holy shit. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's awesome. That's awesome sauceum. Oh my god. High tech is about mobility and opportunism. Weaker in each engagement, but more able to choose when to engage. The shields are better, and short-term shields have better defense, but when you get fluxed out... But then you get fluxed out. However, by repeatedly disengaging and venting flux, shields can have very long-term damage absorption potential. High tech has shorter range weapons, but is more able to deliver large bursts of damage at once. Cool. That also makes sense. And I'm assuming mid-tech is kind of in between there. Oh, right, there was something over here I was going to check out. It's in the Corona somewhere. I saw it. But we don't want to be in here this long. It's draining supplies. That's the problem. Need to see if I can find it later. Check this out, too. Easy difficulty does not impact on map spawns, just raw salvage numbers. You find the same items, just larger piles. Okay. That helps, too. Thank you. Alright, where the hell is that thingy I saw? There it is. Oh, that's something, but I don't think that's what I was looking for. Oh, debris field over there. Who's this guy? Let's open a comm link. The scavenger captain flickers into your comm display. Greetings. Pardon my presumption, but I hope all is well. It's a long way back to the core worlds, my friend, and we must look after one another. Did you happen to find a probe belonging to the Galatia Academy? The scavenger looks aside to avoid your gaze. One finds all sorts of things out here, and I couldn't really say if we did or not. I'd have to have my assessor check the logs. She shrugs with one shoulder. Might take a while. I have all the time in the world. Very well, Captain. We have to do some minor repairs anyway. I'll be sure to forward your concern to my assessor, who I assure you is doing their utmost to find your missing property. The scavenger switches the feed to a generic holding signal. You order your navigator to maintain position relative to the scavenger fleet and to keep an eye out for any funny business. It doesn't take long. Your comms officer interrupts your reverie. Captain, something on the scavenger flagship cargo hold just emitted a short-range comms pulse. Seen this before. Profile fits a Pather op. Maybe pirates. A breath later, the comms hold signal switches to the distraught face of the scavenger captain. You didn't tell us it was trapped, she shouts in panic. You should have said something. You should have... No, we need to get out of here. I'm ejecting the damn thing. Tell them I don't have it. The comms snap off. Your tactical officer reports that the scavenger fleet is powering up engines. He detected ejection of cargo pod. Okay. Well, leaving them be then. I'm gonna get that cargo pod. Alright. A salvage team quickly secures the target in your hold for your technology team to investigate. Tech works quickly and reports that they've established a connection with the probe instrument chassis. You meet your tech officer in a briefing room. They've already unfolded a portable workstation and connected a hollow projector to present findings. The probe contains a cluster of redundant cores grouped into a small network. A hollow cloud of connected glyphs rotates slowly. Navigation and station holding thrusters, power, supply, and thermostability, rad sensors, and sieve-grade field emitters. Tech finishes the overview, and then with a sly smile, sets half the icons aside and upscales the remaining, revealing sub-icons identifying particular research project packages. Now here's the good stuff, they say. Yellow warning glyphs denote packages that do not follow the Galatia Academy specs you have on file. What's most interesting is this one, Tech says, bringing an unknown package into focus. There's a modified hyperdrive core in there, the kind a very small starship might use. With a few key presses and a wave, the component icon explodes out into something like a glowing circuit diagram embedded in the shadow of the probe's schematics. It's like a hyperwave comms relay on combat stims. A tone of admiration emerges. Beautiful work. No idea how they stabilize pulse strength on such cheap hardware. Who's it talking to? Where are they? Tech blinks as if this was hardly a consideration in the light of such interesting engineering. It's not precisely a question of where when we're speaking of hyperspace. You give the withering look, which prompts what your underlings refer to behind your back as an executive summary. What I mean to say is we'll need to interface with a couple more probes like this to be able to pinpoint the transmission target within hyperspectral. We need to find 2 more probes. Then we'll know, Captain. 1 down, 2 to go. Okay, cool. High-tech does also have a lot of bullshit, tricky stuff, like you said. That's what I thought. It sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like a blue deck in Magic the Gathering, probably. You know? Hang on. There's a fleet that wants to tussle. What do they want? We're being hailed by the Luddic Path Fleet. The comms crackle to life, and the Pather captain stands defiant before you. The Desecrators return. You are a slave to Moloch, an addict to the knowledge denied you. You return here to tend your evil workings, and you dare. The Pather shouts in a frenzy now. You dare to knock at the door of the Creator! Who are you, Galatian? He does not wait for a reply. In the light of the dying fires of your starship, only there will we seek peace. Let's see. His fleet seems a lot smaller than ours. We should fight. Let's talk about this. The time for talk ended with Lud's life. Show now your hollow faith, Molochian. Yeah, we can take these guys on. Let's move into engage. Let's see. I'm not going to deploy everybody, but I'm going to deploy most of the ships. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Let's kick their asses 6 ways from Sunday, shall we? There they are. Alright. We've got the money in the bag this time, I think. How are we looking? I'll cut down the center. Keep them distracted in the middle there. With the big ship. That's what I want. Oop, okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. That's our target right there. He's a wily one, what can I say? This one wants to tussle now. Oh boy. We just have a disabled ship? Uh-oh. No, it's cool, it's cool. We're cool, we're cool. That's the ticket. There it is. There we go. Gotta watch where I'm aiming those. But I think we've got this in the bag. Hold on. Oh, another one's destroyed. Okay, we've got him on the ropes now. There it is, there it is. Oh, take him away, y'all. Take him away. Take me away. Hell yeah. Fuck Lud. I fucking hate Lud. That guy fucking sucks. Okay, we lost 5 ships though. That's not great. It's not great. They're moving to disengage. Let's pursue them, and I'm going to transfer command this time, I think. I'll leave it to one of my good ships to do it. No, I don't. Not that way. Hold on. I want to order my second in command to handle it. That's what I want to do. Go forward. Okay, they did their battle. Wonderful. All right. Your forces engage in pursuit as ordered. The retreating forces were able to disengage, but not without taking losses. Oh well. Let's go and do our ship recovery now. So, we've got a lot of damaged ships. Some of them are way too damaged, I think. These two for sure are definitely going to be scrapped, I think. There's actually all 5 of these are probably going to be scrapped. Damn. Sucks. Hey, whatever. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll recover. Oh, we just we're at hostile with the Luddic path now. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Midline is between low and high tech on mobility, but with a mobility that works equally good going backwards. They're good at backpedaling. They mix typically good shields with respectable medium armor and blend ballistics and energy weapons. But they also have an emphasis on beam energy weapons over pulse energy weapons, and a much greater focus on missiles and fighter craft. In short, midline excels at very long-range combat. Kites are very common. Okay. Let's pick through our wreckage here. There's a lot of equipment. Okay. Do our salvage operations. At least now we have a ton of fuel. Okay. There's a few more ships here as well. Oh, I have a bit too much material now. Let's see. We'll sacrifice some metal. Okay. Another destroyer here. We'll also see if we can recover this one. Yeah, I guess so. We'll take it. And then I guess they're trying to get the fuck out of here, aren't they? Accident report. Shit. Are we out of supplies? Already? Hold on. As you saw in that battle, aiming annihilator rockets from a fast-moving ship and another fast-moving ship is incredibly difficult. I did see that, yes. I saw. Okay. What am I... Hold on. Well, I can level up too, at least, so let's do that. I don't think I turned off repairs. Let me see. Maybe one of them was off. I think one of them was off for some weird reason. Okay. Looking at these coordinated maneuvers, combat endurance, sensors. Salvage, crew operations. Okay. Again, I still feel like I'm more of a rogue trader, wink, than anything else. Okay. There's more shit around here. Let's go look. Let's go check it out. Okay, more cargo pods. Oh, or not. Sorry, not a cargo pod. It's a ship. It's a freighter. Actually, that would be useful. I'll take it. Wait, did I fuck it up? Hold on. No, there's a supply cache here, I think. Okay. Sweet. Take that as well. In that case, we'll go to the next planet, Ares. Get the cargo. It's, again, more metal and shit. Go to the world. Oh, there's something on the other side. Cool. We'll go check it out. It's a phase tender. A Revenant class phase tender. It's also got sleeper pods. Oh my god, one by one the pods begin to open as the thawing process completes. Unfortunately, it's been too long, or something went wrong along the way, and there are no survivors. At least not with any brain activity. Gained 10 harvested organs. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Now that looks cool. Now, is this worth a point? All it needs is increased maintenance, and it's an elite tender. This ship has suffered extensive damage, blah, blah, blah. Stealth freighter, which audaciously employs phase technology to support covert fleet operations. The Revenant is not cheap or efficient. Raised up from a dusty set of data banks hidden in an unnamed rock, orbiting a nondescript star for 100 cycles after the first AI war, the Revenant schematics provided an immense boon to the logistics of Tritachyon raiders during the second AI war. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Generally, you want to get deeper into each skill track for the more powerful skills rather than doing a little bit of everything. Well, yeah, I wanted to get 1 point at everything and then accelerate it further. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to probably pick one track, and it's probably going to be the yellow track. Fuck it. I have 7 story points right now. I'm taking this ship with me. This thing looks fucking badass. I want it. I want it! Alright. Surveyed. But I still think we are missing stuff, aren't we? Right? We have still... Yeah, we're still looking for 2 other probes. So we'll save here. Revenants are fairly uncommon, but not super rare. Worth it if you want it. Yeah, I think I had enough points to make it worth it. I'll take it. Let's snoop around and see what we can find. Wherever these probes are. Put on some neutrinos. Hold on, I'm picking up stuff this way. Let's go this way. There's also definitely something close to the sun. There's that fleet that we already talked to, I think. There's those cargo pods we abandoned. There's that another fleet. Hold on. It seems like it's over this way. There's two this way. Okay, out of the Corona. It's definitely something over here. I don't think it's this, though. Is it? Revenants are more tankers than cargo ships, but if you invest story points, they can be quite effective support ships as they reduce the sensor profile of your entire fleet. No, this is just the metal. I'll just grab that. Okay. There's definitely something down there. We got it. We've got a bunch of shit here now. Okay. Oh, there's another ship. Another freighter. I don't think I want this one. It's got 4 ticks of damage. But I will take all of those. Oh, yeah. And another freighter, too. This one's also beat the fuck up. Oh my god. Not nearly as many supplies on that one. Oh my god. More ships. I'm just gonna collect all their ships, why not? Should I talk to them? Do you think maybe they know about what the fuck's going on? Let's see. I'll turn my transponder on. Okay, I'll get some routes. Learn a little bit. And I guess there's still some more salvage here. Can I talk to these guys? I guess they just have more charts. But that doesn't help at all either. I'm still picking up a ping. I think it's down this way. Yeah, it's definitely down this way, I think. Oh, there's definitely something down there still. I don't know what it is, though. I mean, haven't we already been down here? Was there something I missed? We're really far out. Yeah, there's the probe. Okay, now we're talking. That's one of them. Okay. Your fleet approaches the probe. It is not transmitting an active transponder ID, but when your comms officer performs a direct ping, the return identifies the probe as property of the Galatia Academy. This is followed by a block of legal language threatening fines and alluding to unspecified dangers inherent in tampering with said property. You suspect that these mere words, a ghost of an EM pulse sent across cold vacuum, would dissuade few of the outer system scavengers you've crossed paths with. All right. All crews perform their job with exemplary efficiency. Your salvage team reports that an interface was successfully installed. They've handed off control to your tech team, who are already investigating the probe remotely. Hyperwave analysis is not merely linear process, your tech officer explains. We will need one more data set to complete the, well, it isn't triangulation, but you can think of it like that if it helps. They cleared their throat. Captain, you dismiss them to return to their work. 2 down, 1 to go. Okay. There's definitely something out here. Oh, and another probe. Beautiful. Okay. This is the 3rd time undertaking this operation, so your crews know exactly what to do and do it quickly. The schematics of the 3rd probe float before you in the briefing room. Our tinkerer has been at work, your tech officer explains, highlighting the ghostly specs of a highly modified miniature hyperdrive core. Here we see much the same setup as previous examples, but they made a few improvements. Tangles of inscrutably annotated component icons are highlighted. You can see here and here a collection of parts from a variety of sources. Tech skims through the hollow model wrapped. Some of this is officially restricted to Hegemony Miltech. And see here, this might be a piece of Tritachyon black hardware. Fascinating. Conclusions? The tech notices a certain time-sensitive implication in your voice. This is good, very good. We've got a much more accurate read for the meta array, which, Frantic tapping at a tripod. It looks like an orbit somewhere in the Isra system. Whoever's running these things, that's where their receiver is. What would this receiver look like? Your tech officer thinks for a moment. It wouldn't be as large as a normal comm array, but there's very clever miniaturization here. Fragile, yes, if stealth is the goal. Whoever built this used scavenged parts, wild variety of sources. Maybe pirate, but more sophisticated than any pirate work I've seen. The receiver should show up as a neutrino source, just like any starship driver or civilian reactor. The hyperwave effects would be, well, it wouldn't be placed at somewhere populated, that's for sure. So this hyperwave comm relay would then tight beam to the final receiver, whoever was listening. Presumably, if we found the relay, we would know whoever is at the other end of this thing is nearby. Stable orbit, neutrino source, uninhabited. The Isra system. Alright, we know where to look now. I'm assuming it's probably close, right? Yep, it's really close, actually. It's actually on our way back, if we wanted to swing back. How much fuel do we have? Oh, we got more than enough. No, we're gonna complete our other mission first. In Epsilon Urid. And then we'll swing back, complete that mission, get back to Galatia, make the delivery, and then we'll do our final swing over to the Void and try and start heading out to do that mission. All right, we're in the money. I'll just scooch past here. Uh-oh. No. I don't want to end up in the funnel. Don't put me in the funnel, please. Uh-oh. Oh god, it's pulling me! It's pulling me in! It's pulling me in! But we made it, okay. Holy cow. Those things scare me. You got an E-burn? What do you mean I got an E-burn? Oh, E-burn out of those? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense, yeah, you probably should just E-burn. I wasn't thinking about that, but now I am. Cool. Doesn't look like a very big system. Why are those guys stopping? I don't like being followed like this. Alright. We're not going to go into the star this time. We're just going to do a little burst. A sensor burst. Oh, there's something. And there's that stable location. Oh god. You're being hailed by the pirate fleet. The pirate fleet maneuvers to prevent you from escaping. Oh my god, that's awful. Let's accept the comms request and see what they want. The comms open, and before you stands the pirate leader. What do you want, scavenger? She says with contempt. This is our cache, and if you know what's best, you'll be burning along to find some shiny bits out elsewhere to grub at. Kanta sent me. She wants her prize. The blood drains from the pirate captain's face. She did? But she said all was forgiven. She said it was balanced out. She said I made it up to her. She seems really worried. Better lay it on. Kanta never forgets. But if she hasn't killed you yet... Then, the pirate, almost in tears, completes your sentence. She must want me alive for some reason, and I'm only useful to her if I'm alive, right? A deep breath. That makes sense. I owe her still. I always will, but she'll see how loyal I am, right? You'll tell her I'm loyal, right? Pirate looks to you pleading. Absolutely loyal. You manage to extricate yourself from comms link up with the blubbering pirate captain just as your operations chief confirms, that a cargo drone has delivered a package from the lead pirate ship. Sustained burn is a very low acceleration, that is why you turn slow. It can't overcome forces that push the fleet. Emergency burn is very high acceleration and punches through things that throw your fleet around. Appreciate the tip, thank you. Alright, well that's done. Let's hit that supply cache. I'll take it. Alright. Is that really it? Yeah, I guess that was it. Okay. Let's go. Head to Isra. assume that'll get us there, right? Yep. That's within the known systems. Within the inhabited systems. We'll take it. I see why it's important to try and hold on to those points. Because that would be an unpleasant fight to have to deal with. I only fight battles I know I can win. Alright, let's test this out. Emergency burn. I guess I didn't need to do that, but what else am I gonna do? I wanted to test it. I wanted to try it out. But yeah, we'll just barely make it back to the system with enough fuel. And I think we'll try and wrap it up with our journey, because we have another half an hour to the stream. There's a gold track skill called Containment Procedures that lets you spam emergency burn. It can be a lot of fun. Okay, interesting. I really should dig more into those levels, those character levels and stuff. Shit, like that really bonked me. Those storms can really knock you off course if you're not paying attention. We're almost home. Yeah, this is definitely kind of tedious to deal with the storms. What a pain in the butt. Constantly having to slow down. Shit. I thought I could skirt that one. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. What is that? I don't like that. I don't like that. Get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, 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 no. I don't want it. What the fuck do you want? Captain Kahtide, the mercenary captain, speaks flatly. You have information which my employer would like you to share with them exclusively. Who exactly is this employer? My employer, the merc crosses his arms, who is interested in exclusive access to your information, who also has a passion for discretion. So you need not worry about your reputation if you sold out your own employer, he considers much. I don't respond well to threats. Oh? Did I make a threat? You'll get nothing from me. After your reply, the mercenary sits unmoving for a full 10 seconds. Then he closes his eyes and nods his head. I see. The merc opens his eyes again and looks at you again. Unblinking. How disappointing. Good shift, Captain. That's it? You're just going to leave? That's it, he says, then pauses unblinking. Until next time, Captain, the mercenary says finally. He shuts the comms link on you. Static dissolves to black. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that he caught me. I don't like that. And I'm not selling out my fucking contacts. Fuck no. They can eat shit for all I care. I know that loyalty is important in doing a good job. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's make some sales. I'm gonna sell our illicit goods really quickly. I'm also gonna sell like 2 of these. Perfect. Okay. We'll learn that. Sell this. We have 4 of these. Just another rock, right? As they say. And then we'll sell all of these luxury goods. Oh, hot mama. And a bunch of these. This metal. Perfect. Okay, what else? Anything else we want to sell? I don't think so. We're going to save the beta core. I'm going to save the alpha core. We need more crew members. We're a little low on crew members. Oh, that's the wrong one. That one. Cool. That just barely ekes us out over what we need. Okay, I'll take the fuel. I'll take the supplies. I love it. I love it. And I think that'll do for now. Put some more repairs in, and then let's, hold on a second. Do I have... What? A smuggler? Sure, you can scan. No cargo, see? Haha. Loser. Didn't find my cargo! Alright, let's talk to Sharon Sheesby. After a short wait, your connection request is accepted. Welcome, welcome! What business do you have with me today? Do you know anything about the Galatia incident? Yes, actually. Recent events in the Galatia system, right? Dangerous what the Academy got up to, and while they deserve reprimand, the hegemony reacted with typical overreach. A note of indignation shows, I am having a hard time reading. Hold on. A note of indignation enters his speech. There. The Persean League filed a complaint in the Interfactional Dispute Council. Did you hear? We don't expect much to come of it, but someone has to say something, right? The Archon examines you for a moment, then says, "Why do you ask?" I'm looking for Scylla Carus. She was involved. Oh? The Archon's eyes flicker off to one side, then back to you. I don't think I've heard of her, he says, asserting a placid tone of bureaucratic impatience. You know there's a public comm directory for this sort of thing, Captain. I'm looking for Scylla Carus. This again. The Archon's eyes flick off to one side, then back to you. Like I told you before, there's a public comm directory. This is outside the purview of my office. There's got to be something else that he's got. Should be charging by the minute. Anyone? Let's ask around about Scylla Carus, then. You take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely-looking establishment. As you enter the bar, you sense a lively tension between the crews from across the League worlds. Dour Khazaronians in fine uniforms drink spirits, while proud but poor Maesurans down pints of rice beer. A crew of Tillians trade rounds and boasts with a couple of Zaganian bridge officers. We're making a poor example of Luddic temperance. Glowing displays show media feeds from all the worlds of the League, and their speakers contribute to a dull roar of human white noise. It's a shot in the dark, but you could try asking if anyone here knows anything about Scylla Carus. A couple of technicians are griping about strange transmissions interfering with their nav transponders. A man in a man in a business suit. I cannot read today. A man in a business suit sits in a private booth, thoughtfully perusing a top-line tripod alongside a bottle of something expensive. There. The thing about jackhammers is that they're very cheap to mount and they hold 6 high damage torps, but there is no tracking, the accuracy is trash, and since the torps are fired in 3 torp bursts, you only get 2 salvos. If you land your strike, you can really kill 1 or 2 ships, but then you're empty. Expanded missile racks help, but that's still 4 kills max if you never miss. That makes sense. I don't love the dummy fire, to tell you the truth, but I understand. You ask around about the missing academician buying moderately priced drinks to lubricate the flow of information. This is a spacer bar, and though spacers try to look out for one another, you're finding little in the way of leads, mostly shrugs and apologies. I'm sorry you're having trouble finding your friend, says an off-ship dock worker in a utilitarian vac-suit liner. I shall pray for your reunion. Wait, are you some kind of pather? The dock worker's expression shuts down instantly. I'm not a pather, Captain. I do follow the teachings of the Church of Galactic Redemption, and I thank you not to make bigoted assumptions. We are not all fanatics and terrorists. They stand leaving an untouched drink. Blessings of blood be upon all souls, both large and small, they say, and stomp away. Okay, that doesn't help either. Okay. Well, that's awesome. What the fuck am I supposed to do then? Okay. Do you know anything about... Let's try this guy again. Galatia, do you think something could happen like that could happen here? Of course not, he says curtly. I'm kept well informed of all major and industrial research projects in this system. And the pirates, the last word spoken with a tone of some annoyance, they aren't capable of anything truly catastrophic unless another warlord showed up, but that's why we pay our share to the Persean League Armamentarium. The Archon sits up straighter. So I assure you, Captain, you have nothing to worry about while doing business on Lakale Station. What if Bruce is on the station right now? He's looking nervous. I don't know what you're talking about, Captain. Without some kind of evidence, look, I have another appointment. Good day, Captain. The Archon hits a button and dumps you back to a holding pattern bearing the spinning crest of Lakale Habitat's Executive Council. The Archon is hiding something, but you won't get it out of him without some kind of compelling evidence. Where the fuck am I going to get evidence from? Okay, well, I guess we can try the pirate station. See if they have anything useful to share. Probably not. Bonk. Typhoon Reaper launchers are similar and better for the Falcon P's turrets if you find them, or you can put a pair of Thumper rotary cannons on there for staying power. Okay, interesting. Hang on. Try that again. Maybe there's someone here who can help us out. Okay. Uh-oh. Hang on. You take a shuttle down to the main concourse and quickly find a likely-looking establishment. The space is dark and filled with shouts, sweat, and pulsing music. Every wall and surface is pitted and stained by rough spacers, banging their mugs and laughing as a couple of pirate crews posture for a fight. You can only assume that one of the heavily augmented bouncers will spoil the fun before weapons are drawn. Gangers and pirate captains watch the scene smugly from smoke-filled booths at the back. A patron does a double-take, and with recognition comes a look of intense hatred. You! The shout cuts through the clatter and noise of the bar, like a shot. The burly spacer stands and readies a meaty fist, only to be thrown back onto a table with a smash of glassware by one of your bodyguards. Generally discreet, but paid well to take initiative at times like these. The chaos spreads outward. The Thumpers, at least you can just leave on auto-fire and they'll do your job. They will do your job. Okay. Appreciate that tip as well. Thank you. Their job, yeah. The chaos spreads outward, crew and locals alike staring, and those drunkest and angriest standing. One pulls a knife, which prompts a pirate 3 tables down to draw a gun, at which point your instinct to find cover kicks in. You hear your name shouted like a curse, and an already broken vid screen on the support column behind you explodes into burning plastic fragments, the soft round from a boarding pistol putting it well out of its misery. Your bodyguards respond with controlled bursts from energy weapons set to low power, giving cover to your withdrawal. Smoke, screams, and flashes of discharge fill the bar. Stumbling outside, you see passers-by clearing out as fast as they can. A noodle stand cook gives you a frightened look as they duck behind armored shutters. There will be no quiet business done in the bar for the shift, that much is clear. Shit. Man, we are getting nothing done here. Maybe the boss has something. Okay, channel clear, go ahead. I'm looking for someone called Scylla Carus. Might know someone by the name, might not. So why should I tell you? Let's talk about credits. 34,000, my god. Sure, let's talk. You got away with words, you know that? Lalia says with a conspiratorial smile, flashing gold teeth. Very persuasive. I may have heard something from someone. It's my business, right? Knowing who's making the moves in the Isira system and to who. He leans close to the comms pickup and speaks quietly. Word is the Persean League started asking a lot of questions about someone named Carus, and that was because the Hegemony started asking around first. And then just about all at once the League snitches all stopped. My god, I am having such a hard time reading. I think I need to go eat something soon. And then, just about all at once, the League snitches all stopped asking about Carus. That tells me, Kahtide, it looks like someone found who they're looking for. It also tells me they're not a really experienced operation. Leave it to the League, right? Appointing offices by influence more than ability. I'd never abide by that. Anyway, shortly after that, a unit of top pay grade League agents fresh from Kazaron set up shop on Lakale Habitat. Now, being a curious individual and a friend of the friendless, I was on the lookout for a League crackdown on our legitimate business operations, but it didn't come. Just as the same old, so what are those spies doing on Lakale, I asked myself. I paid a real professional surveillance contractor and they got me a list of names, rented properties, and a schedule of activities. Looks like they've got some fancy safe house set up. Pirate Boss taps a data pad and your comms ping to alert you to an incoming file. You bought yourself a copy of the data, my friend. I do like to keep informed. He leans back, putting on a casual act. Me, I just ask questions. Maybe you're looking for answers, maybe you'll find one. Maybe it'll teach those League goons just a bit of humility. Pirate smiles broadly at this thought. Just don't forget who helped you along, right? With only one piece of evidence that Cruz is at Lacale Habitat, you're not absolutely certain it would not be dismissed as merely circumstantial if you attempted to leverage it against the authorities. You need to find one more piece of corroborating evidence. Okay. Anyone else got any information? Let's try. Nope, nope, and... Shady character, nope. Okay. Well, maybe we can make some sales or something. I did spend a fair amount on that. And at least make some money back. Okay. And we'll sell a little bit of machinery. Okay, that makes up for a bit of it. Can go down to the bar again now. Okay. Ask her roundabout Scylla Cruz. Here we go. Raygun Yulo is going to help us out. You ask around about the missing academician buying moderately priced drinks, blah, blah, blah. Shady character at the bar wearing an expensive but worn-looking coat accepts your drink. They think you're the sector's dumbest undercover cop, you know. But I know you're not. He takes a long sip. A cop, that is. I saw your fleet come in. Ran some queries. It's my business, you know. And what business is that? Knowing things, selling that knowledge. Then I've come to the right person. He smiles slyly. Indeed you have. Problem is, I've sold that knowledge and my customer might take issue if I were to distribute it without respect for our understanding of the exclusive utility of that knowledge. I already talked to the boss. Well then, Captain, I'm glad to have been of service. I still need more on Cruz. Can you help? He sighs. Maybe. Look, this is a business. It's I'll need something more if I'm going to tell you this. 7,300 credits. Sure. That's cheap. Now, you didn't hear this from me, because I don't mess with pathers. They're all crazy. Don't care about credits one bit. Or they do, demanding tithes for this or that infraction against their Lud-be-damned rules. But I just can't get a read on them. There's a cell of them infiltrating Lacale Habitat. Going after Cruz, I gathered. Nothing else there worth the trouble. You have proof? Documentation? Look, he goes into damage control mode. Like I said, I don't mess around with pathers. I found their operation, but I didn't dig. I didn't charge you that much. Yeah, I didn't charge you that much, see? You've got the bodyguards and heavily armed fleet. I'm just some thought-out space meat trying to make a living. Takes a deep breath, then says, Look, I'm sorry it's not better info, but I'm not going there. Maybe if you ask around, you can get their attention. They have a goal. They won't just pop you in a corridor and attract unnecessary attention. Find out how they're communicating with home base, maybe. These pathers, they're all recent. They've got to be coordinating with leadership somehow. Now, please. He finishes the drink in one big gulp. Goodbye and good luck. He stands and makes for an exit. All right. Well, we have an option now. We know what to do. So... let's check out Groombridge. Groombridge Habitat. It looks like it's abandoned, and I have a good feeling that they're probably operating from there. Bonk. Still managed to bonk that somehow. Let's see. The station's primary reactors become stuck in the dirtiest possible failure mode. Considering standard safety mechanisms, this can only be the result of intentional sabotage. Your rad counter ticks away impatiently. Search the station for a makeshift hypercom receiver. Hang on, gotta sneeze. Ew. Okay. You assemble your senior officers to discuss the matter of the Cruz-related hypercoms directed at the Isra system. Preliminary scan of the Groombridge habitat rotates slowly in the holoprojector's display. Theoretically, your nav officer says, a hyperspace interacting field could be pulsed only periodically. It'd be impossible to detect unless we caught it at the right moment, and we don't know the schedule. Com speaks up. The same principle could be applied to the intra-system relay. Data could be cached, then pulsed to a habitat ship, another relay. Your ops chief speaks, and that reactor shooting rads like it is, no one would want to look too close or hang around long. Only way to search is, a thoughtful pause, rad armored drones, one-way trip. If it relays in there, it'll have a damn strong rad shield. Then you know what to look for. Make it happen. Your bridge crew exchanges looks. Their captain is giving another one of those orders, while your ops chief leans back deep in thought. At the turn of the next shift, the armored drones are prepared, and your ops chief oversees their deployment. You follow their progress through the projection of Groombridge habitat, filling in fuzzy volumes, shielded from your scans or too radioactive to get a good read. With sharp details, an anonymous shielded mass is found soon enough in a damaged work bay in close proximity to the deadly core of the station. Tech and comms begin discussing how to breach and hack the relay. Your ops chief growls an interruption. If I were them, I'd rig it to blow if it got looked at funny. The other officers go quiet. Sensors pick up. We just have to intercept an in-system signal, right? Assuming it's typecast, we could deploy a cloud of detectors. Your ops chief looks at your sensors officer and sighs. Do it. Within hours of establishing a makeshift detection cloud, the relay sends a comm squirt. Ew. The whiff of an outbound signal is projected by your navigator on your flagship bridge main holo display. The line points towards locale habitat. Not quite, but close enough. Maybe a relay in a close orbit. We just have to follow the path of the beam, your officer comments. With multiple pieces of evidence, you feel confident that you have sufficient leverage to confront authorities at locale habitat about Silicarus. It's time to talk to the Archon of locale habitat. It sure is. Is there anything cool here? Probably not. Do a quick scan, just to check. But yeah, I figured there wasn't anything special out there. We'll get across. There's a thingy here. An asteroid. Okay, nothing we can touch. But it looks like there's doodads and doohickeys over here. By that I mean the station. Uh-oh. Shit. I forgot I keep forgetting the transponder. Keep forgetting to do that. Every time. Okay, let's talk to Sharon Sheesby. I know Carus is on this station, and I can prove it. Archon freezes up. Archon raises up, stammering. Of course, now's the time to drive it home. What inconvenient truth will you reveal to the Archon? Tell the Archon that you know about the League's intel operation here. You explain to Archon Sheesby that you have full documentation of the org chart, budget, and watch schedule of a League fleet intel operation on Locale. There's even a line item for a safe house, although it all aligns suspiciously close to the cessation of a fleet intel search for Silicarus. You forward the documents you received to drive the point home that you got everything on this sloppy operation by throwing a few credits around in system. You hint at what a Pather cell could do with this information. The Persean League doesn't seem to be taking Locale Habitat's security very seriously. The Archon clenches his jaw and says, under his breath, "They assured me there'd be no problems. They promised." Tell the Archon about the secret hypercomms relay on Groombridge Station. As you upload salvage logs, you explain to Archon Sheesby that what they show, that you discovered a secret hyper-communication relay in the derelict Groombridge habitat that's been sending periodic transmissions to a repeater close to Locale habitat. And it, in turn, has been receiving transmissions from an array of probes around a distant star. This array was compromised by a scavenger on the far end, and... The Archon goes pale. So pirates or even Pathers could be... You nod. The Archon shakes his head. How could this happen? They said there would be no wild experiments. Let me see, Carus. You don't owe the Persean League anything. I'm under strict orders to keep intelligence matters of the Persean League policy secrets. Archon Sheesby sounds defeated. She's a free citizen of the League. Does that mean nothing? Look, we value our freedom here as much as... No, we value it more than those tin-pot plutocrats from Kazaron, the Archon sputters. Locale is free and proud, and by the stars, that means something here, even if you don't see it, and... His face starts turning red. They say don't ask questions. They say League defense and need to know, and we've got a handle on it. Do they? With this whole mess set to explode? Archon Sheesby closes his eyes, takes several deep breaths, then meets your gaze and says, You're right. I've been letting those Kazarodian spies push me around. Push Locale around. Lord it over us with their security clearance. Dross. I've let down what it means to be Localean. Say nothing. The Archon's voice steadies with a cold rage that's been building for many cycles. But we're better than that. We need to show them who Lekale really belongs to, not a bunch of Kazaron gen babies tracking dirt onto our fine station. Captain, take a shuttle. Meet me at the executive docking ring. Let's go see this Scylla Carouse. The Archon doesn't await your reply before he pounds the comms disconnect. You're left staring at the spinning crest of Lekale Habitat's Executive Council. Okay, let's go. You step off your shuttle to meet the grim-faced Archon Sheesby and his entourage. You're introduced to the other 6 members of the Lekale Executive Council. The Archon assures you of their full support, though a surreptitious eye roll by one of the council members in the back suggests that the Archon's enthusiasm is not shared by all. Archon Sheesby speaks a quiet word into his comm band, and a small squad of diversely equipped Lekale militia appears. Captain, let's go see that safe house, he says, and turns to lead your party toward a station transport shaft. The safe house is a low-rent commercial warehouse and a medium-security volume of this station ring. The thin bulkheads leave you just within earshot of the thudding bass of the Twilit Entertainment Concourse a couple of sections over. As a score of officials and station militia approach the entrance of the safe house, a standard cargo lock, a trio of lounging League agents leap to their feet. The station Archon strides forward and, channeling the resentment you stoked, harangues the League agents for endangering the station, stomping on the rights of League citizenry, and above all, gross incompetence. The young Kazaronian agent in command wipes a drop of sweat from their forehead. Archon, we've got this. League security demands... No, you don't got this. This operation is riddled with leaks. The Archon glances briefly at you. And your meltdown of an operation is a direct threat to our security. Lekale Habitat is exerting its sovereign rights in this matter as of now, with the full support of the Executive Council. The League agent lowers their wavering pistol, and at that the flanking agents lose the strength of their composure. The Archon takes the agent's pistol, checks the safety, then shoves the agent away, leading you to the airlock. The control panel gives way to executive override codes, and the Archon motions for you to pass through the armored doorway. A woman stands before you, holding a datapad, looking quizzically at the newcomers. You look around the dark space, taking in the shadowy equipment racks, humming machines, and cargo crates. A small zero-G-style hab pod in the corner must be her domestic space. Still a Carouse, I presume. Yes, that's me, she says cautiously. And Archon Sheesby. This is unexpected. To what do I owe the honor? The Archon nods towards you, Captain Kahtide, who has a way of poking around in other people's business. Now it's your turn. Or maybe that's what I'm saying. I have a message for you. Archon Sheesby eyes you, a nonverbal inquiry about whether he is intruding, and concludes that he is. I'll let you two speak privately. Citizen Carouse, I am informing you that you are now under the direct protection of the Lekale Executive Council. We shall ensure your safety on this station, and, he casts a glance back at the League agents, and ensure your right to freedom of movement as per the Persean League Charter. As if just remembering its existence, the Archon slips the League agent's pistol into his belt, nods, and steps toward the ongoing shouting match back in the airlock. Baird wants me back, doesn't she? Carouse crosses her arms. Give her Baird's message on your datapad. You pass the datapad to Carouse, and she takes it to a chair set at a workstation a few meters away, activating a privacy field that dulls the sound and blurs her image. I'm going to look around. You turn to examine the workshop. Racks of sub-AI processing cores sleep in coolant cradles festooned with wires, and an A-Grav-equipped overhead winch holds a machine casing in safety locks above a macro-assembler with its modular components exposed. The workbench nearby holds several multi-purpose engineering arms hovering over some device, its innards arranged like an exploded engineering diagram. A couple minutes later, the privacy field collapses and Carouse emerges. She looks tired. She hands the data pad back to you and says, I'll come with you. What did Baird say? Carouse looks at you with eyes hardened and gives an ironic half smile. Baird always gets her way. Didn't you know? Well, let's go then. Okay, but I need... Carouse looks over her workbench's computing array and projects in various states of completion. My, things. You inform her that you have a special team that's well practiced in moving delicate scientific equipment. In fact, you'll introduce her to your ops chief to make arrangements right now. Within the hour, with the full cooperation of the Locale Executive Council and the station quartermaster, you have Scylla, Carouse, and her equipment packed and transported to your fleet. Next stop, Galatia Academy Station. Baird always gets her way. Cool. Well, that's awesome. Let's see if we can make any more sales. Buy a bit more fuel. A few more supplies. I don't think there's anything I want to sell right now. Except for maybe just one or more core. I have 2 good cores already. The beta core and the alpha core are already great, so I'm going to hold on to those. We'll leave now. Get the hell out of here. We'll head back to Galatia, get our money, and turn in our jobs, get our experience. Beautiful stuff, folks. Beautiful stuff. There's a lot of activity over there. Man, we're really burning through a lot of fuel. 58, 83 a day. 83 a day is a lot. Wondering if it's one of our ships that's causing problems. I don't feel like it was that high before. Oh well. Let's go to the station really quickly while we're here. We can quickly do a refit on everything while we're here before we turn everything in. Thanks for dropping by, folks. If you dropped by, I always appreciate the chatting. Always appreciate the follows and subscriptions and stuff. Thank you so much for everybody. And also the YouTube people who are watching. I got some great comments before. Thank you so much for all those fun comments, folks. Really love it. Love to get the feedback. Man, I can really stock a lot of fuel, can't I? Alright, let's put these into storage. Or maybe we take everything out of storage, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take everything out of storage. We'll strip everything down, rebuild the fleet. Rename some of the ships, etc., etc. Which one is it? That one. Okay. We've got a couple more here, I think. Yeah, we've got a small pile. We've got a small pile. Let's do some fun names. Let's see. What if we call this one Kofefe? Remember Kofefe? Oh, I remember Kofefe. Let's see, what else? Now I'm just thinking about all the funny things Trump said on his first term. Little Rocket Man, Little Rocket Man. I talked to Little Rocket Man. What else did he do? I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind now, but that's okay. This thing looks cool, by the way. This attack frigate looks kind of neat. Tactics and strategies, bitch. That's what we'll call this one. Tactics and strategy. Because that's what I'm great at. I'm the best at that. Call it Dorothy? Okay. Dorothy. I love Dorothy. I'm a friend of Dorothy. That's what they say. We'll call this one Wicked 2 in theaters now. We gotta start advertising. Gotta start advertising. Oh, I can't. Hold on, I can do this. Nope. Theaters now. In theater now. There we go. I mean, the Tempest. Oh, because it's a storm. Okay. Sure, why not? Here, we'll call this one Dorothy. And then we'll call this one Less Good Dorothy. There we go. Much better. This one's called Interstellar Rain. I kind of like that name. Call this one Interstellar Rain. Interstellar Rain. Not Ryan. Rain. Interstellar Rain. Whip it? That's a lasher. Okay. I'll take your I'll take it. I'll take it. Here, we can call this one lasher. Are we just making puns now? Is that what we're doing? Tarsus? I don't know what's a good nickname for Tarsus. You have a lot of LP holes? I don't know what LP means. Oh, is that Let's Play? Or is it... What does that mean? What is an LP mod? There's too many words. I'm running out of words juice in my brain. I'm running out of word juice. What does that mean? Let's see. Luddic Path. Ah, okay. They made their ship their own, stripping out all unnecessary furnishing and transforming it into a haphazard vehicle of holy war. I see. Call this one special. Sure, special delivery. And then this one looks dope as fuck, by the way. This thing looks hella dope. It's a drone tender, right? LP variants are crazy. Luddic Path, baby. Luddic Path, you know me. Hold on, actually, I forgot to add my tag. Okay, we'll call this one Lud is a dud. Just to really, like, rub it in. Oop. I love it. I fucking love it. Let's go. This has delicate machinery. The ship systems require excessive maintenance. That's fun. Love to see it. Okay. Let's strip everything, and we'll start from the top, I think. I need to organize my fleet so I know what's important, what's the best ship, what are the best things to have out there. It's an invisible tanker. Tender means a ship that takes care of other craft that it doesn't carry. I know what a tender is. I know what a tender is. Appreciate the tip, though. Thank you. Yeah, we've already stripped these. Okay. Let's go to the fleet. Let's see here. I would love if it would sort ships by how good they are, but no big deal. Oh, if you have more than 30 ships, then you have problems? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Didn't know that. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. Any other big boys? We got these ones. Okay. This one's a little bigger, a little on the bigger side. Ships don't have how good they are. Oh, I'm just roughly... Look, I get it. I know they don't, but I'm just roughly kind of organizing them by value, so I at least know what's valuable and what's not valuable. So that when I'm applying all of these items that I'm picking up, I can at least know they're going to valuable ships. That's basically what I'm trying to do right now. That Interstellar Rain looks kind of good. What do we got here? It's that Luddic Path type ship. It's got ill-advised modifications. That's hilarious. That does sound like something they do. Make a ship with ill-advised modifications. Okay, I think that's mostly organized. Shit. Yeah, okay. I think that works. I think that works. Revenant can't actually mount any weapons at all. I know that. I know. I can tell. Because it's a tender. It's a tender. That's why we're gonna put our other new pilot on a different ship. There. So on Interstellar Rain, that's where what we'll use. I love it. I love it. All right, let's get them ready to go and then finish this up. Oh, excuse me. So we'll do our quick refit fun. So first things first, auto fit. Set it up for strikes. We've got Typhoon Reaper launchers on these. Double torpedoes. Simple but powerful weapon. Consists of a launch tube and magazine. Now, is that what we want here? We have a pair of annihilators. We can do something else here. Organ SRMs. Annihilators. Breach SRMs. Bumpers, heavy mortars. I mean, it is mostly a missile ship, isn't it? But I guess we could probably put something else on here. I want something that has a little bit more... I don't know. Typhoon Reapers are great for Falcon, you think? Okay. You know, we'll stick with this loadout then for now. I think that'll be fine. Alright. I think we'll be fine here. Efficiency overhaul and an augmented drive field. Okay. I'm mostly wanting to focus on attack, I think. I want to strike hit hard, strike fast, and hit that, finish that battle, you know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I do think we have a few more, you know, things to work with, which is good. Overdriven. I'll stick with balance, it's fine. I prefer balance. And I think this one... we'll do fighter support. I like having a lot of fighters, to tell you the truth. The more fighters, the better. Oh. Experimental. Interesting. I want to see what's on it. Atropos class torpedo racks. Advanced guided torpedoes. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. This is a cool design, by the way. I do like this design a bit. It's got a pair of Terminator drones, point defense drones. That's neat. And an integrated targeting unit that I think that'll really help, right? Yeah, I like it. I like it. We'll make this an interceptor. What kind of ship is this here? Raider frigate. Yeah, you know, let's do a close support. We're almost there. There's so many ships in the fleet, though. It's kind of nutty. EMP hardened. Or we can do standard. We'll do standard. A couple of standard freighters here. And 3 more. This does kind of take a while. You can see why they added auto fit now. This takes forever when you have this many ships. Goodness. All right. I think that'll take. I think we're good now. And let's drop off the shit that we've stored up here. Alright, cool. That took out a lot of stuff. I like it. Oh, shit. Did I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Or were there more items? Oh my god. There are a lot of weapons here. Yeah, we got a lot of shit in here. My goodness. Cool. Confirm. We'll buy a few more supplies while we're here. Might as well. Sell a little bit of more metal. Okay, we still have 350,000, which is good. Let's go and complete our missions. We have what, 3? We have 3 missions to complete. That should be some money. Some shmoney. Alright, here we go. Your fleet is interrupted in the middle of a standard approach sequence. Instead of the usual traffic control chatter, your flagship receives a comm request directly from the office of the Provost. Captain, reports your comms officer. She wants to speak with you. Of course she does. The image of Provost Kahtide Baird appears. Captain, it is good to see you return, finally. Bring her by shuttle, she says, directly to this docking port. Chime signals the receipt of navigation instructions and docking codes. I'll meet you there. Comms line shuts off. You step off the shuttle, thrusters clicking as they cool, followed by Scylla Carouse. The scientist was quiet on the brief shuttle ride, which has returned her to Glacier Academy station after her time in hiding. As promised, Provost Baird is waiting with a small group of mass guards and senior advisors. Academician Sebastian waves as your gaze drifts over him. It is so good to have you back with us, Scylla. I'm going to wave back to Sebastian. We're already well established, so it doesn't boost us, but we're best friends. We're besties. Carouse nods to Baird's words, though occupies herself with examining the reception lounge. It hasn't changed much, she says. Something in this doesn't please the Provost, you think? Well, says Baird, I believe you'll find that quite a lot has changed. Academician Alvis Sebastian, please come forward. Thank you. I understand that you knew Scylla back, At his vigorous nod, she says, yes, of course. Sebastian begins to welcome Carouse, shaking her hand and asking about her trip. Carouse raises an eyebrow at the question, and Baird interrupts. There will be time for that later, Alvis. Please show the newly reinstated Academician Carouse to her quarters, then show her the new laboratory. Baird pauses, seeming to examine Carouse for a response, but Scylla simply bows her head slightly in acknowledgement, without meeting Baird's eyes. Scylla, I hope you can thrive here, again. Please go with Alvis, and keep an open mind, Baird says. With a sigh, Baird turns from them to you. Captain, thank you for finding her and bringing her home. The Provost watches the two leave the receiving lounge, starting to chat. Carouse finally starting to smile. With Scylla, we can begin it all again. Baird holds up a hand to indicate an adjoining transport pod. Let us remove to a more suitable setting for the continuation of our discussion. Baird seems to study the passing conduits and vistas visible through the pod's bay windows, lost in thought. The silence grows, and you find that this may be an opportunity to ask her something, of the Provost without interrupting one of her lectures. I don't think the Persian will be happy to lose Carouse. Some among their ranks, yes, a hint of smile forms on Baird's face, but others can see that this is the best way forward. The League can't pull the best and brightest from the entire sector. The Glacier Academy can. They don't have the theoretical research and experimentation infrastructure we do. It's all practical matters with their fleet armamentarium, weapons, warships, heavy industry, and doling out contracts to Gen's allies. Furthermore, the sub-factions within the League could not call an open vote on a matter so delicate as this. We merely resolve their political questions by other means. The Provost tips her head towards you, acknowledging your role. She doesn't like you, does she? Baird looks at you for a long moment. You think you see something new, something almost like emotional pain. Scylla never appreciated the gifts the Academy offered her. It's how she was raised, perhaps. Her insubordination was indulged, became habitual, but with time, when she sees what we accomplish, maybe her higher sense of rationality will win out. I know she is capable of it. Baird turns, staring forward, and sets her jaw. Alright, we're in the waiting room. As you enter Baird's office, you notice that Gargoyle is in the sitting area, heels resting on the common table. The hacker casually closes the holo display. Oh, so good of everyone to join me. I was getting awfully bored. I thought I might read some files, but you got here just as I was getting started. Although she shows no outward change in expression, you get the familiar feeling of potent apprehension and clarity which fills your gut when a high-powered starship weapon is armed to fire. Provost Baird speaks with firm authority. An amusing prank, I'm sure. Now remove your feet from there before I have you removed from my office again. Yes, ma'am, Gargoyle mutters sullenly, dropping boots to the floor. Provost Baird moves behind her desk, brushes the surface with a scowl, then taps a few keys. First, Captain, she says, you ought to be compensated for your fine work recovering a valuable asset. Your personal datapad pings in response to a command she entered into her data interface. Gargoyle perks up and withdraws a highly modified datapad trailing loose cables. After a moment it also pings, to which Gargoyle says, Anahita, don't spoil the good captain. Are you watching my accounts? Gargoyle gives you a guilty look, slowly stowing the datapad. Don't even start, Baird snaps. Fight about it after this meeting. She gives her head a shake and returns her attention to the desk interface. A hollow-projected image blooms into the space above Baird's desk, a surveillance feed of a gleaming new physics laboratory. Caruso is being introduced by Sebastian to various academicians, judging by their formal dress, and technicians in various states of protective garb. They look young and eager to begin work. He seems to be settling in, Baird says, motioning at the display. Sebastian is more capable than he appears. He has been both persistent and meticulous, facilitating the rebirth of this research team. Gargoyle speaks up. And just like what happens when he's not keeping an eye on me. And just look what happens when he's not keeping an eye on me. All sorts of trouble. Baird nods in acknowledgement, then says, my team has been working on the Calicore data, decrypted thanks to Gargoyle's hard work. I must admit. You see Gargoyle take a small bow, as if having completed a masterful performance. Though we've started reopening previous avenues of research, she says, having Caruso here to form the heart of the advanced theory team will result in tremendous progress after Calicore's bungling. This is her life's work, after all. And, Gargoyle interrupts, I crack those hegemony snooper sats. All reports will be green across the board. No suspicious hyperspace folding going on here, officer. Baird nods in acknowledgement again. Indeed, Gargoyle has been very useful. She turns to you. And you as well. I anticipate that you will be instrumental in carrying out these experiments to their full effect, as I expect that some will entail dramatic results. Provost Baird pauses and turns to you, examining your reaction. You must be wondering what this is all for, Captain. You're obviously trying to reopen the gates. Almost unconsciously, she shoots a look at you, a flash of anger for ruining her moment, before she catches herself. Yes, Captain, and more. This is about opening up the galaxy again. Everything I have done, everything I have worked for, has always been about the gates. Gargoyle makes a tiny applause at this revelation, somewhat undermining the gravity of Baird's speech. Baird ignores this, taps a datapad, and the hollow projector flickers a 3D hyphae map into existence. You recognize the image, a map of the domain-era gate network within the Persean sector. A dense spot in one prominent lobe contains what you know as the core worlds. More precisely, what the gates can do, Baird says. Gargoyle speaks up again, more earnest somehow than usual. Freedom! Imagine that, Kahtide. The technology of the domain used to enslave humanity, liberated. The small minds that rule us, they're all still shackled by domain mindset, all alike in their own way. Tritac, Ludders, the hegemony, soulless minions of orthodoxy, all of them. Imagine if we took that all away from them. Imagine if anyone could go anywhere and do anything. Gargoyle cackles, rocking back and forth. You notice that Baird has watched Gargoyle without emotion through this speech. As Gargoyle settles down, becoming distracted by a datapad, the Provost speaks to you in a tone of commanding finality. Return in a week or so, Captain. My people need time to work, and you've earned a break. But keep your head down. The factions are restless after what you pulled in Isra. Baird turns to her desk console, expressions moving across her face. She appears to skim messages. That is all, Captain. And Gargoyle, she says after a moment. Well, our relationship with the Independents has improved, as has our relationship with Baird as well. I want to talk about your intentions with this technology. Baird turns from her desk display and looks through you. There is no technology, Captain, merely possibilities. And vast though these possibilities may appear, they are yet mere possibilities. She turns away again, dismissing you. We shall speak of this later. You feel the doors open soundlessly behind you, and the mirror mask guard's presence, like a slight rise in static electricity. Time to go. Cargill joins you on the way out, giving you a sympathetic look while muttering something. Oh well. Let's go make our deliveries. Alright. Oh, Captain. Sebastian looks uncharacteristically gloomy. I heard about what happened. It's so bad for the Special Collections Department. I'm sure they're devastated. He looks downcast at the datapad in front of him. Give him a moment. Ah, yes, we should carry on. It's what they would have wanted. He lifts his datapad back up and taps it once on his desk. And the report from the replacement researchers about your performance was, he squints, satisfactory. On the whole? And with the data you collected from the outpost site, his mood is improving rapidly, you note. The mission isn't a total failure. I mean, look at all of this. He taps excitedly at things on a display you can't see. I've been authorized to release your payment in full. I'll take it, thank you. Oh, and you found that thing for nonlinear mathematics. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you so much. Alright. That wraps it up and gets us almost to 600,000 again. So I think that's a good place to save. And I think... Well, we didn't do the Void this time, but we're ready for the Void now. So we're going to go to the Void next time. Thank you for joining me. I appreciated everybody who stopped by. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karma, for all the tips. Always appreciate the tips. They really help me out a whole hell of a lot. And we'll hang out some more next week. I'll let you know what I'm playing. Probably some more of this. Maybe something else as well. We might split up some streams again, just to mix it up a bit more. But yeah, until next time. Thanks, everybody, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.